Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, let me see who was here first. Carolyn Teal, thank you so much for being here first. And also, thank you as always for watching Royal Sussex. Fancy, thank you for being here. Helen Marmon, Olive Perry, Joyce Anderson, Beverly Jackson, Church Nellie, Mama Janet, uh, Melissa Benoit, New City Gardener, thank you for being here. Ah, oh my goodness. I just accidentally swiped myself out of here. Oh well. The important thing is that I can come back. But yeah, I just accidentally slid the page away. But fortunately, that does not disconnect us. So long as I don't like pull the plug, we're all good. All right. Let's see. Sherry Ware, Marcy Foreman, thank you so much for being here. Lydia Washington, Sharon Skinner, Veronica Quick, Baby Sis Doll, Little Mac. Let me see. Did I miss anybody? Heather Stroud is here. Tara Lovett, Elaine Parker. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, let's get on with it. Um, well, happy St. Patrick's Day, or at least what's left of it for some of us. Um, this is the day that they say everybody's a little Irish on St. Patrick's Day. And statistically, they say about 40%. Is it 40%? Anyway, there's an incredible amount of Americans who can trace some of their ancestry, if not all of it, back to Ireland, myself included. Um, yeah, there's a couple of interesting surnames in the family that says exactly that. So, uh, yeah, so I always feel a little Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Let's see here. Well, yeah, okay, we're good. Let's get on with it. Oh, and by the way, I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you must go and I must bide. Anyway, little old Danny boy. All right. That is my uh Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you so much for being a member as well as a moderator. Okay. And as always, with love, Megan. So, Megan went straight to the top 10, and well, of course, she can't stay up there forever. But the good thing is, we have the next season to look forward to. So, success, success, success. And the momentum has not waned a bit. There's still so much momentum around with Love, Megan. Now, they have been trying to distract us with some matters of state and all that kind of stuff. I'm not putting any energy into that. Um, Whatever will be, will be. Okay, Sarah, Sarah. Hey, Libby. Thank you so much for being here. Again, happy St. Patrick's Day. And one of the reasons why Ireland, which at one time was such a pagan country or pagan kingdoms, um, is because, well, Christianity hadn't made it to Ireland yet. But once it got there, they used the shamrock, they used the three-leaf clover to explain um, things, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, or the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, however you say it. But those three leaves of the clover seemed a perfect way to explain the Holy Trinity. And Ireland hasn't looked back since. It is still a very, as a matter of fact, weren't they? It wasn't so long ago that it was like maybe one of the last countries in Europe for divorce. Divorce was illegal in Ireland for a long time, and yeah, so that is, and I'm guessing that they did make it legal to divorce, but I'm trying to think. Gosh, I can't remember, but I do remember it was illegal to get a divorce. That I remember, but I think that they kind of left that behind. But it was those strong Catholic roots that made divorce illegal, impossible. And of course, did Meghan Markle use Queen Elizabeth's gift for Prince Archie, I'm sorry, to make a St. Patrick's Day breakfast? The Duchess of Sussex declared, "We love a theme," as she shared a glimpse at her family's green breakfast for the holiday. So I have to show that to you. I remember when I was a kid, and probably most of you all from the US anyway, I'm sure you all remember the old shamrock shake, whatever they put into it. But yeah, if it was March, then you had to go and get that shamrock shake from McDonald's. Um, and I'm guessing it had kind of a minty flavor. I really don't recall. I just know that it was cold, it was sweet, it was McDonald's, and that was all I cared about. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab the video that Meghan put up today. Now, of course, per background music, I may have to turn the sound down because I don't want to have any problems with, I hear some music in the background. I'm going to talk over it. I don't want to have that music. Oh, and look at there, just a little bit squeezed out the side. But remember, Meghan is obsessed with being perfect. She's so obsessed with being perfect, she actually allowed you to see that, which makes that, and I got to stop doing that thing where I'm like um, pushing back against everything that those troublemakers say. But it really does grate on my nerves, and I'm sure a lot of other people. Oh, she wants to show everybody how perfect she is, and you know, nothing could be further from the truth. She's just showing people that she's a mom. She's a mom. That's it. There's no. Is he there? That's anybody's story there. And of course, take a look at the face that she made. I see kiwi, I see blueberry, I see whipped cream, and of course, I see a delicious green waffle. And I'm not sure exactly what the drink is. I'm guessing it's matcha tea. Judy Matasit, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for being here on Royal Sussex. Ah, birthday blessings to Gwendolyn Daniels. Well, happy birthday and many happy returns of the day. Praise be the day. I'm trying to do my Irish accent. Saints preserve, praise be the day. And that's no Blarney. But anyway, thank you so much for the super chat, Lydia Washington. And I think we ought to have ourselves a salsa moment. Yes, we haven't done that in maybe a few days. So I think we're overdue for a salsa moment. So let us stretch, let us warm up, so we can do our Aunt Viv. Okay, are we ready? And yes, we are going to do a little salsa, a little birthday salsa, Sussex style, and hit it. Okay, happy birthday, Gwendolyn Daniels, and many happy returns of the day. Saints preserves. Okay. And again, happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. There are, oh gosh, there are so many of us, whether or not we like to acknowledge it, there are so many of us that have blood that is coursing with that of the Emerald Isle. Now we won't get into how that happened. That's a little bit too much for the moment, but as they say, life happens, and well, and that happened. So. Well, if things don't work out here and I need to claim citizenship someplace else, then you know what I'm saying? I have to pull out what do you call it? I have to pull out the my DNA thing and show them that. Yes. I am Irish. So there we go. And let's see, let's get back over here. So, oh, what did I do with that? Let me see. Did Meghan Markle use Queen Elizabeth's gift for Prince Archie? Yes, that's the one. So it says that Meghan Sussex, well, anyway, they're saying Meghan Markle still. Meghan Markle's St. Patrick's Day breakfast may have been made with a little help from the late Queen Elizabeth. The Duchess of Sussex shared a glimpse at how to celebrate the holiday on March 17th with Prince Harry and their two children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Her Instagram stories, a series of videos showed her making breakfast, starting with a shot of her stirring green batter captioned "About this morning." Footage then showed the batter being poured into a waffle maker. The results were green waffles, including one made into a face using blueberries for eyes, a kiwi for the mouth, and whipped cream for hair for the kids. Prince Harry previously revealed that his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, gifted their son Archie with the waffle maker when he was a toddler. Now, you can see those images right there. And I would like to share a little sound from that exchange, which I thought was absolutely hilarious because it is one of those things that make you kind of think like, yeah, how does something like that happen, right? So let me grab that sound for you. Thank you so much for being here, BS Speaks Royal. Okay. Now,
over the last
oh boy. All right, let me try this again. You know, there was a time when you no, I'm not going to talk about that. Anyway, I don't think I can talk about those people without getting in trouble. Okay, here we go.
Asked us what Archie wanted for Christmas. Interesting, my grandmother asked us what Archie wanted for Christmas, and Meg said a waffle maker. She sent us a waffle maker for Archie.
No.
So breakfast now, Meg makes up a beautiful like organic mix.
Yeah.
In the waffle maker, flip it, out it comes. He loves it. And now I have waffles for breakfast, bit of yogurt, bit of jam on top. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Bit of berries, maybe a little bit of honey, maybe some syrup.
Sorry, you're glossing over the fact that I cannot for the life of me imagine the Queen ordering a waffle maker to be sent to Santa, but I can't get my head around.
I don't even know how to comment on that. Archie wakes up in the morning and literally just goes, waffle?
Does the Queen know how to use a Zoom?
Yes. Both my grandparents
This
do.
is crazy.
We've seen them a few times. They've seen Archie running around. But my grandfather, instead of like pressing leave meeting,
yes,
he just goes.
So yeah, that is the one that I can identify. I can identify with James Corden. How does the Queen get a waffle maker to Santa Barbara? I mean, does she go on Amazon? Was there a wish list? I could not wrap my brain around that. Exactly how does something like that come together? That was a question I had myself is, the Queen gets the word from Harry, and then what goes into effect after that? That one is one that I have been kind of figuring out. But anyway, cute story. And yeah, well, I would accept a gift from that Queen, but I would not want anything from this one. Nothing. Not that heretic. Anyway. Hello? Hello? Is this the Daily Mail? Senior Royal here. Hello? Hello? Senior Royal here. Yeah, I wouldn't want anything. Not from that one. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. Marcy Foreman, not Marcia. Marcy Foreman says, "Hi, Baron. Meghan, Sussex is so aspirational. For let me see. For what is that? FYP is full of beautiful moments from the 92%. I love us. I love us. Thank you very much. Now, sometimes I don't pick up. What is FYP? Let me see. My FYP is full of beautiful moments. FYP. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I'm just like, what? But anyway, thank you so much. And thank you. 23 months? 23 months. Where has the time gone? Thank you so much for 23 months membership. And Henrietta Phillips, thank you for the super sticker. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. All right. Okay. Okay, why do I keep seeing that? All right. Oh, okay. On social media, FYP stands for your page, which is a personal feed of content tailored to each user's interests. Got it. Got it. Thank you so much. That is the first time I've ever seen that. All right. I got it. Beverly Jackson, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. Michelle Breathwaite, Breathwater, thank you so much for being here. Rebecca Arthur, thank you. All right, let's continue with this one. So that is, of course, the video broken down into a collection of slides, whipping up the batter, pouring it into the waffle maker. And I still say waffle iron. I'm kind of old school. I just say waffle iron. And of course, if you say it like Prince Archie, waffle, waffle. Wait, I can't say it like Harry. Waffle, waffle, waffle. He's a big boy now. I'm sure he doesn't say it like that any longer. All right. And of course, the mystery drink. And then, of course, the face. And on the right side, it was served up with love, Meghan. Now, you may have noticed this in the video. Maybe, maybe not. You may have noticed that. Let me see if I can go back to that one little part there. It was when they shared an image of the drink. Let's see. Right here. Oh, there it goes. You see that? It's in the background there. Well, this right here, Simply Magic 5 placemats for kids placemats, non-slip, washable, reusable, children placemats, educational placemats. Let me see, USA and world maps, periodic tables. So it is, as you can see there, instead of just, giving the kids a plain placemat, they have these available. And I guess the name of it is Simply Magic. Yeah, I guess it's called Simply Magic Placemats. And you got, let's see, the world map, the United States of America. You got the periodic map, the US presidents, and the human body. So you can infuse some education while they're eating their breakfast or lunch or dinner. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never seen that before, but that is pretty cool. So I did an image search, and the only place that I looked at was at the Amazon. They do have these at Amazon. And if I'm correct, I think it was only $20. So it's not very expensive. And or perhaps you shop someplace else, you would be interested in purchasing something like this for the kids or the grandkids. I think it is very, very cool. Oh, nice. And you know what, Oliver girl, I have a laminator. I love having a laminator. You wouldn't believe how many times you will use a laminator. If you don't have one, they're not terribly expensive, and they're so handy to have. The only thing that I can think of that a laminator, I had a friend once who tried to laminate a concert ticket, and it was kind of like the same ink that's on a receipt. And so it turned, it kind of blackened the thing where you could still read it, but it, if it's, that's the only thing that I've seen that was ruined. Otherwise, photos or, your social security card, or in this case, a placemat, no problem. So if you don't have a laminator, and you have needed one before and just did not have one, it's an investment that I think will pay for itself, especially if you got some little ones around. Okay, and let's see. Beverly Jackson says, Baron, it seems that there are two Beverly Jacksons in the chat, but I noticed that my first name is spelled slightly different. How cool is that? Really? I did not notice. Well, thank you for letting me know that. So hello to both Beverly Jacksons, whether you spelled it one way or the other, and thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Okay. Ah, I see. I see. Okay. Yeah, and you know what? And I like this other Beverly too, because this other Beverly says, why people not hitting the like button? I like you. Hit that like button. Love seeing Meghan St. Patrick. Oh, how did that get messed up like that? It moved. Oh, it moved. Okay. Anyway, that one, I don't know how that jumped like that, but anyway, it says, love seeing Meghan enjoying St. Patrick's Day by making dedicated treats for her family. She visited Trinity College, Dublin. One more time, she visited Trinity College, Dublin in 2013 to receive the Bram Stoker Medal for her work in suits, and returned in 2018 with Prince Harry, where she met the President of Ireland and the is that Taoiseach? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, all of that got messed up. See how it's dropped out of the thing there? It doesn't look like that on the one that I just read, but I don't know how that happened. But anyway, I didn't know that Meghan received some medal back in the day while she was promoting Suits. How cool is that? And how young does she look? I'm not saying here, I'm talking about now. That had to be what, 12 years ago? It may as well have been yesterday. Wowee. Talk about saints preserve. Yeah. See what it's like when you live a clean life, where you ain't in people's business, when you're not out making mischief and trouble for somebody that you barely know for something they didn't even do. Yeah, she looks blessed then and now. Okay. Now, you can't say that for some other people in the royal family. Princess Kate told Ireland belongs to the Irish by a woman during visit to Belfast. Irish woman was polite but to the point. During a walkabout in Belfast yesterday, this was a few years ago, Princess Kate was told, Ireland belongs to the Irish. Get thee behind me, Satan. Ireland belongs to the Irish by a woman in the crowd. Oh, yeah, that was back in 2022. Yeah, October of 2022. Kitty went over there for whatever, trying to something. Anyway, the people were not so genteel. I mean, the lady was polite and to the point, but otherwise, and she even shook her hand just, to drive the point. I ain't got nothing against you personally, but Ireland belongs to the Irish, not you. Now get out of here. And then, of course, take a look here. Kate Middleton snubbed war heroes. By the way, thank you, Muriel, for your incredible research. Back in 2016, to gain a few leisure hours at the Grand Home, Kate snubbed war heroes and broke 115 years of tradition. Now, a respected royal rights writer raises some question or something or other. But yeah, she pulled out of handing the Irish guards to their shamrock or whatever. The annual tradition has been carried out by a female royal since 1901. And she's just like, you know what? I can't be bothered. 115 years the chain was broken because she just didn't feel like it. She just didn't feel like it. Yeah, online backlash. Well, there was a lifeline coming her way. All she had to do was lay low for about 2 years, and we know what happened next. See, that's how they used to write about her. Of course, the difference is this is not tinged with racism, just her stupidity. So unthinking. Where her where wait, so unthinking were her advisors in Kensington Palace that when you when a row about her absence erupted, they replied that she'd simply gone home to Norfolk to be with her children. Oh, always using the children. For Kate to miss an opportunity to honor the armed forces with such a lame excuse shows a distinct lack of understanding. If she wants to be thought of as a modern princess who will go the extra mile for the brave soldiers she represents through her charities, she should be there at their new barracks in Hounslow, not at home in Anmer Hall. It somehow made the covenant between royals and the military look as if it didn't matter. Well, to her, it really doesn't. It really does not. That she's using her privilege, y'all. She is using her privilege. And that is privilege that you could just not go. And, they make this big point about, oh, Meghan, she just didn't want to do the work. Meghan always executed her duty with a smile. Even on her worst days, you wouldn't know it because she always smiled and performed her duties flawlessly. And look at this one, with a face like thunder. What is supposed to be a festive occasion appears Kate Middlebum with a face like thunder. I'm pretty sure the Guinness is okay, but the look on her face says otherwise. This is someone who is barely hanging in there. She's barely hanging on, you guys, which is why I said, when was it? Back in, was it January? Remember when they all of a sudden were all over the place because they knew Meghan's show was coming. And so they were trying to, do some busy work. I said, don't worry. She ain't going to last. She ain't going to last. And right now you can see the strain on her face. This is like one of her least favorite things to do. And of course, the truth is, she does not like to work. She does not like to work. She takes absolutely no pleasure in this work. I don't care what anybody says. She doesn't like to work, and she takes absolutely no pleasure in it. She'd rather be anyplace else but actually doing her royal duty. And it shows. Yeah, well, because they don't have a choice. Um, these are Kate and Will is all they have. The two stars of the family were chased away. Sometimes, look at there, they purse their lips. They mimic each other's moves. They can barely contain their hostility and boredom. And so, as a novelty, sometimes Kate will dress like a windsock down at the local repair station. Like if you ever go past one of those tire places, she'll dress up like a windsock, just for the just for the novelty. Same silly grin and everything. She'll just dress up like a windsock. And William, just to take the edge off, he likes to play dress up too. He pretends to be Mitchum Roll-On deodorant. Yeah. So between the two of them, they have a way of coping with their boredom. This is why they this is why they're so angry at Harry and Meghan, because they thought for sure that they had a couple of flunkies that was going to do all this stuff. They could make the excuse and all that kind of, but it wasn't meant to be. Something about not treating people right can really backfire. Vaughn says, "Hi, Baron and Squatties. Time is limited due to returning to the office. The drive is aging me in the face. I better order some of Meghan's jam so I don't look like Kate in the face." Here, 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 here. Yes. When you're so discontent, when you've been plotting and scheming against your sister-in-law, when you've had deep feelings for your brother-in-law, and when you're married to a monster, moody, cruel, a bully, when all those things happen, then somehow your looks start to fade, and you seem much older than what you really are. I mean, look at her. She's barely making it. And I noticed that when she does anything with the military, is she always, especially this, she always has that something stank look on her face, like, something stank. Well, it couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Enjoy your life. What is that the derangers say? Kate's gonna be queen. They love to throw that in somebody's face, like that is really putting you in your place. Kate's gonna be queen. Yeah, and this is what the queen does. Now, does that seem like some great reward? Kate's gonna be queen. William's gonna be king. So, yeah, so what? Look at what it's doing to them. Look at what it's doing to them. Is that really the end all be all? Marjorie Austin, 19 months membership. Thank you so much for that. She was talking about although in England they still had to put closed caption, still mumbling. You know what? I looked at one of the speeches that she made on the Order of the Thistle I don't know how many years ago that was. And every word, she looked down at the paper. The speech was not even that long. And it's like every 2 words, she looked down at the paper, down at the paper, down at the paper. It was very distracting. Very distracting. You only give what, 1, 2, 3 speeches a year? You mean to tell me you still got to look at the paper? You only give a few speeches a year. With that very clip, um, whatever that highbrow, um, I guess that highbrow accent she uses, all of those elocution lessons, I think it only made things worse. I think it only made things worse. They should have just let her speak how she was speaking before she married into that family, because I think they've given her a bit of a complex. And now she's like, well, she hasn't really changed much from, okay, yes, I'll play it. No, 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 no. It's not asking too much. Anyway, we're gonna reach out to Kensington Palace um for comment.
Well, obviously, it'd be. I would love to have met her, and she's obviously she's an inspirational woman to look up to. Obviously, on to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very inspirational. So, yeah, I do.
No, you didn't, and you never will. All right. I tell you, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. But how did she get into this? Oh, that's right. The social climbing mother. That's how that happened. The social climbing mother. uh, Rohini, I didn't notice that until you just said something. I did not notice that until just right now. Going forward in things. Okay, it is an annual tradition for the city of Chicago, the dyeing of the Chicago River. And how did you ask? Well, you didn't, but I'll tell you. They use food coloring, and lots of it. They use food dye. And don't worry, it is safe. It will not hurt any of the aquatic life, what's left of it in the Chicago River. Um, but it will not damage the aquatic life at all. It lasts for, I think, about 3 or 4 days, and you can see the boat. The wake of the boats are what actually causes the water to, or I'm sorry, that's how they add the dye to the water. Right there. Now, as you can see, what they're pumping into the river is actually kind of a yellow gold color. You see it? See how it's stained the back of the boat? The back of the boat has kind of an orange splattered all over the bow of it. And not the bow, what is it? From the stem to the stern? The stern, right? Port and bow. Okay. Well, no, port, starboard. Well, okay. Port is the left side, starboard is the right side, and stem to stern. So that's the stern, right? Or can you call it a bow too? But anyway, it is one of those things that people get really excited about. They line up on the riverside and they wait. Fun job too for the people that do it. See how it stains their clothes? And voila, the river turns green and greener. And when the sun is out, it looks absolutely brilliant, especially with the backdrops of skyscrapers. It's kind of a canyon. Yeah, it's like a canyon like effect. And you can see the Wrigley building is the one with the clock on the left side. And what's so interesting is that so many of my favorite buildings in Chicago have turned 100 years old in the past few years. The Wrigley building, they built the first tower with the clock. I believe that was completed around 1922. And by 1925, they built a second tower, which you can just see it peeking behind there. Um, yeah, and a lot of these skyscrapers are 100 years old now. The one on the right side of the screen, that is an insurance company building. It's a hotel now, but it was called the London Guarantee and Accident Building, and it's 100 years old. Yeah, it's 100 years old, or it soon will be. Baby Sis Dog gives pea green new meaning. Yes, yes. Well, I tell you what, um, if this was what was coming out of the Chicago sewers, I would say everybody in Chicago needs to take an antibiotic. uh, Baby Sister, thank you so much for the super sticker and thank you for being here. And happy St. Patrick's Day to all. And you know, while we're on the topic of green, how could I have forgotten that spot of bother? Let me see. Let me see. Ho, 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 green giant. Up in the valley of the jolly green giant. Let me see. Jolly. Ah, there we go. There we go. Do you guys remember the assault, the optic assault that were committed against the people of Ireland back in 2018? No, 2020. Just a few days before Meghan made her triumphant return, when that week that she taught the royal princesses how to dress, when she wore the red cape dress, she wore that kind of aqua teal dress. She wore the green cape dress. Well, Kate went over to Ireland with Willie Leaks, and she wore that. What have the people of Ireland done to you? Haven't they suffered enough from the English over the years? Why would you assault their optic nerves by wearing something that invokes the spirit of the Jolly Green Giant? It was an insult. And William, you could see his eyes were trying to, you know, look the other way. He was just he didn't have words. He probably didn't notice, but let's keep it real. He probably didn't notice. But that is offensive. That is offensive. And remember, you guys, Kate was afraid that Meghan was going to ask her for some of her fashion contacts. Woo! Yes, Kate was afraid that Meghan was going to ask her for some of her fashion contacts. As if, as if. That's not going to happen. Meghan and Harry in Ireland was a whole different thing. Let me see. Where is that image of Meghan wearing green whilst visiting Ireland? Where is that at? Ah, there it is right there. There it is right there. I mean, there's a way to do anything, right? And as far as I know, there was only the one time that Meghan wore green in Ireland, and it certainly did not look anything like that. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Up in the valley of the Jolly Green Giant. There you go. That was it. That was it. That was it. When she went to meet the president of the Republic of Ireland, she actually wore gray for that particular visit. Yeah, there you go. So, I'm not pitting one against the other. I'm just saying, for the sake of the record, that is what Meghan wore. She didn't wear this. No one should have wore that. No one. Hello, Baron, Mod Squad, Squaddies. I am sick of these trolls, UK media and royals. We should expose the slumlord royals and dirty deeds. Hear, Reaper Henderson. And if there's anything that has given me comfort recently, is the fact that so many people have taken a look at this unimaginable, but yet is happening. They have been scraping the bottom of the barrel looking for people to talk trash about Meghan. And the only response is, look at my cookware. Okay? Look at how I live. I am inspired by Meghan. That's what they're getting. Instead of additional people joining in, as a matter of fact, I think they converted several people from either not really paying attention or even some that were kind of hostile. And they're just like, you know what? This is ridiculous. It's just a cooking show. And they just can't go along for the ride any further. But the hardcore, Brexit type people, MAGA people, not many of them are going to flip. Anyway, thank you so much for 30 months membership. And thank you for being here tonight on Royal Sussex. Look at that. Look at that lush green water. You got people out there with their kayaks. The way this tradition started, from what I heard, is that there was a plumber that was trying. Oh, that's a wicked looking shadow, isn't it? I just noticed that. But anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying? I don't quite remember. I better just go to the next thing, right? Yeah, right. Now, where was I? Now, here's an aerial view from last year. Oh, the plumber. Yes, there was a plumber that was trying to trace a line, and he used some food coloring, and it was green. And someone was like, how did you do that? He said, oh, well, I'm trying to trace a line, this pipe and blah, 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 blah. And of course, from that point, the tradition evolved. By the way, you know what? I just realized what the shadow was. Do you see the building at the bottom of the photo? It has a dome on top of it. That is the jeweler's building. It is called the jeweler's building. And it was the home of a lot of jewelers back in the 1920s and 30s. And there is like a little temple on top of the building. And more recently, it was the headquarters of Helmut Jahn's architectural firm. Now, Helmut passed away a few years ago. So, well, during I think just before the pandemic. So I don't know if his offices are still there, but yeah, there's a dome on top, and I believe that that is what is casting the shadow. I would have thought it was the other building further away, but no, I know the location, so I know that it is the jeweler's building, which you can see right there at the bottom of the picture. uh anyway, yes, that was funny. Okay, and let us not forget, I always think about Miss Ireland. Well, there was a bit of controversy with this young lady winning Miss Ireland, just like with the first, and as far as I know, the only, there was a biracial Miss Japan. There was a black Miss Israel, of all things. And there was a black, oh gosh, I'm trying to think. But yeah, on those occasions, I think it was it Miss Italy. Now, the one that really confuses me, and I don't want to start no stuff, but when they had the Miss South Africa, and was it South Africa, and people didn't think that she should have won. Um, yeah, it's if the rules allow it, it's a shame that someone could put so much work into a contest. It is very sad that you could put so much work into a contest, and because you don't look like everyone who's come before you, um, somehow they want to delegitimize you. They want to downplay your victory. And really, when you think about it, isn't that exactly what's happened to Meghan? Because she did not fit the usual needy, um, mousy, privileged woman that normally enters that family, because she was so different from the rest of them, because she had her own mind. Um, it really is one of those things where you're just like, wow, are we still back in the 1950s? Yeah, exactly, Sherry Ware. Exactly. Exactly. And I don't know where this young lady is now, because oh gosh, I think that was a few years ago. Let me see. Black Miss Ireland. But I do recall they gave her such a hard time. Yeah, that was 2021. Pamela Uba moved to the country as a 7-year old. As a 7-year old. She didn't know anything but Ireland at that point. And yet they were very fast to remind her that you're not one of us, that you're not like us. If there's ever going to be any hope for this world, we really have to let these things go. The whole notion of it, we have to let it go. She says, people have been supportive. They're so happy to see us being represented and so proud to be Irish. I'm so blessed to know that young girls feel represented now. Representation matters, because they see me going out there doing things that I, as a young girl, would dream of doing. but they've been negative comments and trolling too. I don't like to take notice of them. I tend to ignore all that. What brought me most joy is helping my country, and helping kids that were like me and came from the same situation like myself. And then, of course, from there, she was going on to the Miss World competition. But yeah, I just remember that there was a lot of controversy about her victory. But I do believe that most people were supportive. Oh, thank you for spending some time with us, Rohini. Oh, hi, Sylvia Jarrett. Thank you so much for being here. So, there are just some people that are still so afraid of change, and they're so afraid of anything that's different or anyone that's different. So, anyway, but for all of the people that were positive and supportive, hopefully that outweighed any of the negativity she faced. Celebrating 19 years. That's right. Sentebale celebrating 19 years. So you know that means that they're going to have some kind of gala or something, which will also be a fundraiser for Sentebale. But that is quite the accomplishment. I'm losing my voice. Yeah, that is quite the accomplishment. Okay, it says here. Oh, wait, that's the next one, isn't it? There we go. Happy 19th birthday, Sentebale. On this day in 2006, Sentebale was officially registered in the UK, beginning the journey of impact that has transformed hundreds of thousands of young lives. The very first young people we supported are now adults, building families, shaping communities, and contributing to society. Over the years, Sentebale has remained a constant source of support, standing alongside more than 78,000 children and young people just in the past 16 months alone. That is impressive. Through changing times, our mission has remained the same: to enable vulnerable children and young people to thrive. Today, we celebrate the lives changed, the communities strengthened, and the unwavering commitment of everyone who has been part of this journey. Join us in celebrating 19 years of impact. That's right, 19 years of Sentebale. And of course, we all know that Sentebale was something created by the two princes, Prince Harry and Prince Seso of Lesotho. So they have come a long way since then. I tried to do a little, oh, actually, they're out of order. So the middle photo, that is the younger Harry. And over there to the left, that is somewhere along the way. And then on the right side, that was as recent as 2024. Sentebale, forget me not, to honor both their mothers. To honor both their mothers. Oh, God. Well. Where are the clowns? There's got to be clowns. Does it really have to be? He was the most important person in my life. Prue Leith, 83, reveals she's older now. I think she's 85 now, right? Anyway, a 13-year affair with her mom's best friend's husband. She had a 13-year affair with her mom's best friend's husband and then married him. This is the one who had the caucasity to say that she's not a fan of Meghan's and she won't be watching. But then don't watch. Don't watch. This professional weirdo had the nerves to say, I'm not a fan. And why isn't she a fan? Well, we know why. That is easy to see. She's not a fan because of this. That's why she's not a fan. She's not a fan because she's crude and ignorant. She's not a fan because she's friends with another home wrecker. And she's not a fan because she has one of those trinkets. Case closed. End of. I'm not proud of my affair, but it was good for my career, said. I mean, she's just like Camilla. She's just like Camilla. There is nothing too low. There's nothing too low. This snaggletooth homewrecker had the nerves to say, not a fan, not a fan. Another homewrecker, just what the world needed. And notice they all seem to have a certain look, don't they? They all seem to have a certain look. It's like they have to prove something. Yeah, they all seem to have a certain look. How is it Camilla looks older than her, though? That is weird. Anyway, but then again, I don't know why I'm asking that question, because Camilla looked older than her and she only had months to live. And Camilla looked older than Queen Elizabeth. Oh, well. Yes, the snaggletooth homewrecker. I'm pretty sure if you open up the encyclopedia and you look up snaggletooth home, this orthodontic nightmare of a woman is a homewrecker. Yes, she is the lowest of humanity and got the nerves to say, not a fan. Hey, B10 pal, thank you so much for being here. Well, anyway, let's go on to some positive news. Ohio couple with same birthday, listen careful now. An Ohio couple with the same birthday give birth to twins on their birthday. The whole family has the same birthday. Isn't that something? Mama, daddy, and the twins, they all have the same birthday. So, you could pretty much take care of all their birthdays on the same day. You don't have to, worry about, oh, too bad their birthday is 2 weeks from now. That's something I just experienced. I've had a birthday that was at the end of February and early March in the same household. And so I was obliged to, double up on my efforts, which was fine. But it would have been nice to have that little break in between, but it wasn't much of a break. But yeah, so that's cool. Cheers to that, family. And check it out, an unforgettable experience filming with Love Meghan on Netflix. Grateful to have been part of this journey while showcasing the beauty of Bloom's Florabundance has to offer. So there's a flower shop called Florabundance. And anyway, this young man was there when our Duchess went shopping for flowers. Now, I don't want to say it, but I kind of think he has a little crush now. But who doesn't? Who doesn't? Meghan is the she's like, you know, that girl in high school that everyone has a crush on, including the other girls. Yeah, she's just that kind of person. So I can't blame him. But yeah, so that was really cool. So I wanted to make these a little larger so you could see. But it is a real life flower store, flower shop, maybe a wholesaler. Almost looks like a wholesale flower shop. And so there you go. And this is on their website. Flora Abundance featured in With Love Meghan on Netflix. Watch Meghan shop at Flora Abundance in With Love Meghan, now streaming on Netflix. Episode 5 highlights her visit to our Carpintera flower cooler, where she selects fresh blooms for stunning floral designs. Experience the beauty of premium flowers and their artistry they bring to storytelling. So I'm going to have to go back and look at that again. How cool is that? As ever, don't forget, there are 2 Instagrams. There is With Love Meghan. I'm sorry, there's Meghan, and then there is As Ever, right? And I have neglected As Ever myself, but I just went and grabbed this photo that was posted today by Meghan, and the photo is captioned "Simple Pleasures." Simple pleasures. Join Roy on tour. So if you're in New York, Philadelphia, Seattle, Austin, San Francisco, Palo Alto, Los Angeles, and Costa Mesa, you might get a chance to see him. You might get a chance to see him. So that's the schedule for his April tour. He says, join me on tour. It's officially time to take the Choy of cooking. See what he did there? The Choy of cooking on the road. Uh-oh, sorry about that. Take the Choy of cooking on the road. It's been a minute since I've traveled like this, but I am so excited to see you in your city. We've got some exciting things lined up at some incredible venues, from New York to Philly to Seattle to Austin to San Francisco to Los Angeles. And what is OC? And OC. Let me see. It's been over 10 years since I've done this, so please help me get past my nervousness and pack the house for me in your town. Yeah. Get your tickets and more information at the link in my bio. See you soon. I promise I'll bring everything that I got. I wonder if there's going to be some food tasting involved. I'm sure it is. Carmen Capella, thank you so much for the new membership, and welcome to Royal Sussex. Thank you very much for that. Oh, Orange County, thank you so much. Orange County. That's the big conservative county, right? That's like the Republican stronghold, isn't it? Orange County. Anyway, he has a book that came out recently, I believe. So maybe this. Oh, and is he biting into one of those Roy Choy chicken wings? I think so. So share this with your friends. March 17th is over. Please resume your normal nationality. See you all on May 5th when we're all Mexican. You guys know who this is for, right? This is a message for those people that you always see spilling out of the bars on the various holidays, especially St. Patrick's Day and Cinco de Mayo. So Cinco de Mayo is the very next occasion when they will hang up their green top hats and they'll don their ponchos and sombreros. Yeah. So you know who those people are. A lot of them are college age, right? And let's see what comes after Cinco de Mayo. I guess it is spring break, right? Or does spring break come first? Or is it all one and the same? And then of course there's all the summer, street fairs and everything. So yeah. Yeah. And we're going to end with an Irish prayer. We're going to end with an Irish prayer. An Irish prayer. May God give you for every storm a rainbow, for every tear a smile, for every care a promise, and every blessing in each trial, for every problem life sends, a faithful friend to share, for every sigh a sweet song, an answer for each prayer. All right. Thank you very much. Good night. God bless. And I will see you all next time. Thank you so much to the moderators for keeping this a safe space. And thank you to the new members and people who have those 23 months, 28 months. Thank you, especially. That is a commitment. I really do appreciate that. And also, I have some good news. Now, remember, before the new year, as you know, there was quite a bit of things happening with my family around the end of the year. And it was very, very trying, but it has definitely brought what family that we have left closer together. And anyway, here's the good news. Before the new year, I was hoping at the start of the year, like the new year, I wanted to send out some gifts to people with memberships and people who have been long-term supporters, even if they don't have a membership, people who have shown their support with the PayPal and Cash App and such. So anyway, my nephew's got a printer, a t-shirt printer. So I'm going to try to get with him to put something together, but I wanted to do something like a gift bag to say thank you for your long-term support and for your other commitments that you've made to Royal Sussex. So I think it's quite a big list, but anyway, we're going to try to do something. And Lydia Washington had promised to help with that. So it won't be very soon, but yeah, I'm going to definitely work on that. So looking forward to it. So the shirts are going to be very simple, but yeah, I'm going to get that. And not everybody's going to get a t-shirt. There'll be some other things too, but we'll see how it goes. But they're not for sale. They're not for sale. They're gifts. All right. That's it then. Thank you all very much. And thank you again. I will see you all tomorrow.